some summaries learned, and then mainly after discussing these three realms, we will talk about the second step, which is the step I am currently on, some principles and an example. I use AI. There are three realms. The first realm in the past month is that using AI has made what I am doing faster, allowing me to do more things. My usual task is writing code. Using AI, whether it's Cursor or GitHub Copilot, has made my code writing faster. And because I write code faster, I end up writing more code. I can do things that I previously never even thought of doing. It's because of the extra time. For example, I use it to transcribe. I use OpenAI's API to transcribe files, to translate files, and also use OpenAI's tools to do some image processing. Although these few programs ultimately did not achieve my final desired results. However, during this process, I indeed gained a deeper understanding of OpenAI services. And through the repeated coding and debugging, I learned more about how to use their API. So, to make an analogy, it's like before I was writing code using a screwdriver for 400 screws, and now with AI, I have a tool that helps me tighten screws and write code. I can now tighten 2,000 screws in a week. And in the process of continuously tightening more screws, I figure out my next steps. It's no longer just about tightening screws. Maybe I can replace the drill bit with a cloth, and it can sweep the floor for me, or replace it with a brush, and it can paint for me. This is the second step, reaching a more complex process. The complexity comes from providing more complex and precise prompts, which will enable it to do more complex tasks that you couldn't do before. In a moment, I will talk more about principles and examples. What about the third stage? At this moment, I can only see it, but I still don't know exactly how to operate it. I haven't reached that level yet. I hope that through learning in the second stage, I will reach the third stage, which is to use AI to make it more intelligent, allowing it to make multi-step decisions, and internally call itself several times. This involves the LLM's instructions, and then using the results to take the next step, deciding how to proceed with the next step in this process. At this point, it's like I have a robot, and when this robot sees the floor is dirty, for example, if there is a small piece of dirt on average per square foot on the floor, it knows to switch to a mop to scrub the floor. Then, if it notices the wall is dirty, it knows to switch to a brush to clean the wall. When it realizes the screw is loose, it will switch to a screwdriver to tighten the screw. It's just